Well, hello there. I don't even know how long it's been, but I have so much to tell you guys. But while I tell you guys everything, I'm gonna eat my food. I got Dave's hot chicken. I got a sweetie, but it's not that great. I put half. I put half tea, sweet tea, and half unsweet, and it's not what I like. I'm not liking it that much, so I'm gonna replace it with my Mexican, and that never fails me, my manzanita. But I need some lining. Hold on. Need some lining. I'm waiting. I'm looking for my light. Okay. Because there's not a lot of good lighting. I don't know where it is. I can't find it now. See, this is why I don't reorganize stuff, because then I don't know where stuff is. And where is my light? And I could swear I have two lights, but I honestly don't know where it is, so we're gonna work with what we got. But I've been so busy, y'all. So freaking busy. Hi, hello. We're still gonna eat, okay? We're still gonna eat. So hi, how are you? Hello. We are going to eat, okay? We are going to eat. Look at that. Dave's hot chicken. I'm cute. Thank you. I get that a lot. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. I'm gonna put, I don't know, for those who, I don't know if Dave's hot chicken, it's only in Texas or is it in the whole United States? Correct if I'm wrong. But me and my son love Dave's hot chicken, and I always get confused. Like, I feel like it's an insult for these restaurants, because they will ask me at the end, do you want any sauces? And I always say buffalo sauce for some reason. And I'm just like, wait, no, let me get some Raising Cane's. I'm like, wait, no. And they laugh because they know what I want. And I always want this, Dave's hot sauce, or Dave's, just Dave's hot sauce, whatever. See, I'm over here getting, so I got what is that? Oh, it's sauce for Dave's hot chicken. I got me some Dave's hot chicken today. And so I got me some sweet tea with it, with my meal. I got me half sweet tea and half unsweet, but it's not great. It's really not that great. So I'm gonna replace it with my Mexican that never fails me, my Mexican manzanita solo Coke. So oh my god, never fails me. So we're gonna take a bite. It comes with pickles, fries, and then it comes with also with the, they put some sauce, the Dave sauce, in one of these little containers. But this is nothing. Like this is nothing. And oh, it looks like they gave me extra. I got me I never get the hot one because it's so hot. Have you guys tried Dave's hot chicken, like the actual hot one? Do you like that drink? I love this drink. So I got me medium for the spice level. Oh, this is so good. This is good stuff, okay? If you're hungry and you're watching me eating, not a good idea. I always get the and I love pickles. And I always dip it with the sauce, and it tastes really good, okay? Now, one thing about the restaurant that I always dislike, they always forget to give me napkins. Always. This is good stuff, y'all. Really good stuff. With my Mexican Coke. Oh my god. And it's cold, refreshing, and it's apple crisp. It's like everything. And I was hungry. I got out from my job, and then I was like, because my son was like, Mama, I want Dave's hot chicken tomorrow. When bye, thanks for coming. I need to go to sleep. What time is it in where are you watching me from? Some fries. Have you guys tasted the fries? Oh my god, they are delicious. No, I have not tried the burger. I always go for the tenders because I already know that the tenders are delicious. 7:30 p.m. You go to sleep so early? Okay. My dog is watching me like, you're not gonna give me some? Here. Here you go, boy. This is so good. Now, Proud Mix Child Liking. ¿Qué pasa la doña? Comiendo como siempre. No. People at my job. Well, it's kind of early for me. It's not even what it's. I don't even know what time it is. It is. I honestly don't know what time it is. I'm trying to look at my phone and it's 6:39. But one thing on my job, everybody knows me that I'm always eating I'm always eating. Either a snack, I'm having a drink, or a meal. But I'm always eating. And people ask me, Claudia, and you're skinny, where did all that go? And I'm like, who knows? Who knows? And for that, I love myself because I can eat and eat and eat. My goodness. Proud mix out. Jarritos be too expensive, my friend. So I'm getting the cheaper one now. And it's almost the same thing. Flavor wise. Not price wise. Flavor wise. This is good, y'all. If y'all have never tried Dave's hot chicken, y'all need to try it. You think, man, the only thing cheap, if you're in Texas like me, the only thing cheap in Texas is the gas. So thankfully, I have a job, and I recently got a promotion and a raise. So yay, props to that. And Kevin also got a raise. And we are just trying to live. So a lot of people are struggling right now. I wouldn't say we're struggling that bad, but like, we are so thankful that they have not increased our pay rate, because it has stayed like this since 2025. It has not increased at all. Like, we be always asking, is it gonna increase? Because we have a lease every year that we have to renew. And estoy en Puerto Rico, ¿lo sabías? No, Puerto Rico. So I do keep up with like what's happening. Of course, the food it keeps getting higher. Even if you try the cheapest stuff, you're gonna end up walking out that store at least 100 and 150, and you're getting the most basic stuff: water, milk, eggs, juice, and fruits. Those 5 items right there, $100. 5 items right there. And do not let me get started on the meats, because man, it's like you're going to a fancy restaurant now. But you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, because not a lot of people have the same opportunities as you. Girl, you are so beautiful. Oh, thank you. I'm over here munching. Es una locura how the prices have gone. It's like, it was like this, like after COVID, I think, and then a few years passed, and then woo, and just skyrocketed. And it's just crazy, because businesses have to increase their prices in order to stay in business. And then once that happens, and then people realize that it's too expensive to afford that, and then they stop buying that, and then what happens? Then the businesses go broke, and then they go bankruptcy, and then that's what's happening. A lot of businesses are going bankrupt because they cannot afford to maintain it, because of customers cannot afford what they're offering. So I honestly, because it's stressful. This situation just keeps getting stressful. So right now I'm just eating. I'm eating my stress out, but I'm enjoying it while it lasts. But I feel y'all. I definitely feel y'all. This chicken, now, yeah, chicken is supposed to be cheap. This meal was almost $18. So I feel like this piece of tender that was not that big is probably $5 each. The fries, let's be honest, fries is not expensive. It's the meat that they're trying to sell you really, really high. Eggs, the most basic and most you know, that everybody needs, so expensive. And sorry, I need to put more Dave's hot sauce because I'm out. You go, and let's not talk about everything you do. You can go to any store and now they ask for tip. Why does everything have to be tipped? I understand restaurants, but not for any little thing. That everywhere you go, at the end of the transaction, whenever you're about to pay, well, after you pay, and then before they give you the receipt, it will automatically ask you, did you like your experience? How much would you like to tip? Or they also has the option of no tip. But why? Okay, did I know that how expensive everything is, and they are still asking for more? They be thinking like everybody's rich or something. Sup, for vendors? Sup? No, like no, just because it's crazy, y'all. Like, and then people just don't respect, and then people just keep stealing from other people. Like, it could be at a job, it could be you park somewhere and you can be safe. Why? Because how bad it is. And I know it's gonna keep getting worse. Hi, I'm awesome, thank you. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, okay? Pagamos más por aire que por papas. Exacto, it's just... I feel like at this point, if you step a foot outside, somebody's gonna come up and be like, you are breathing the air. You are gonna get charged this much for breathing this amount of air. And then Thank you, Marvel. Thank you for being a fan. How you been, Marvel? I haven't seen you in a while, I think. Totalmente de acuerdo. Está fuera de control esta economía. And people don't know what to do. They don't know whether to stay. They don't know whether to go out to another country to get a better job, to go out there and, do bad things, but, it's not the right thing. But it's just, people gotta feed their families. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but, like, people don't have the opportunities that everyone does, if it makes sense. So, but we could only do, no, we couldn't even do nothing. Nice. Okay. This is my last tender. And I'm gonna enjoy my $5 piece tender that I paid for. My name is Claudia. Claudia. Not a lot of people know how to pronounce my name, so I say Claudia. But people that know how to pronounce my name, I say Claudia. Claudia, loud and clear, Claudia. This is some good food, y'all. I paid $34 for 2 meals. Wait, and I paid for a kid's meal. My son's meal? Even kids' meals are not even cheap how it used to be. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And nobody's getting no type of help. People can't afford to buy a house. People cannot afford to even buy a vehicle so you can go to your job. People are losing their jobs. People are getting their car repo because they can't afford to keep up with the payments because how bad it is. And it's gonna get worse. Okay. Water. No, I do drink a lot of water. We don't really spend that much on water, but I do see your point. Yes, depending the restaurant that you go to, or depending the state that you go to buy a bottle of water, $10. I think the highest I've seen it is like $7, and that's whenever I went to go see the Astros. Like those main events. The water, $7, and that is crazy. And for a regular size bottle, not even like sometimes they have like the really big bottles, like for like the smart water bottle water. Nope. I'm like, it's just water. Exacto. No, I can't do that. I have 2 jobs because I have to take care of my son. I have one job. My job is 8 to 4 every day. I work either Monday through Friday, and then I'm off Saturdays, or I work Monday through Monday through Tuesday, and then Saturday, and then I'll be off Friday. But I'm the one who takes Cohen to school and then pick him up from school. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I know exactly where you're. Mm-hmm. Taqueria Arandas is one of them. For a freaking small soup of chicken or beef soup. Mm-mm. Plus taxes, fees, and all of that. You end up paying for $20 for a small little plate of bowl of soup. Mm-mm. At this point, just buy those in maruchans, like instant soup. Add some lemon, a little bit of sauce, egg, add a piece of chicken, and it's a lot cheaper like that. Because what choices that we have? Let's be honest. What choices do we have? Not many, because we cannot afford what we used to afford 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And then people ask, why did you do that? Because we don't have choices. We don't have choices. And I'm out of hot sauce again. Now, I don't... Hold on, y'all. I don't approve what people do in order to get food in their tables. But I'm sorry, but the economy made some people do those kind of things. I don't support that though. I know, but that's how like bad it's gonna keep getting, and it's sad. It's honestly sad. I wish I never get to do anything that I'm ashamed of, but it's just, it's crazy, you know? My parents the other day, they be telling me like, oh, when are you gonna give us another grandchild? I'm like, you're having it or I'm having it, because now I can get you a dog, a cat, a hamster, but I go to the store every once in a while, and then I go to the baby section, diapers, formula, wipes, just the basic for babies. It is twice the amount that it was when I had my son back in 2017. So you're really asking me to have another kid just to please my parents, and then at the end of the day it's gonna cost me the double than when I had my son? And then people are like, oh my god, you're still young, when are you gonna have another kid? I'm like, oh my god, are you gonna have it for me? Are you gonna you're gonna maintain my kid? Are you gonna pay for everything for my kid? No, I have a dog, and he is basic. He goes outside to poop and pee. He has a bed from $5 and below, $5, and he goes to sleep right there. He gives me lots of love. He gives me affection. He's a good... Oh, and that dog that I have, it was for free. 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 I didn't have to go... I mean, I love rescuing dogs from the shelters. Don't get me wrong. I have done that in the past. But even that is expensive. $100 just to adopt a dog. This fellow right here, Peanut, Papi, Ben. This one was free, completely free. And I took them to get a couple of shots. It was around $75 one time. That's it. The only thing that it's missing just to get him fixed, and that's just another $80. That's it. I don't have to buy him diapers. I don't have to buy him like formula. I don't have to, food. I buy him a small bag of food. He doesn't eat much because he eats meat. So while we eat, and it's totally safe. We Googled it. We ChatGPT'd it, and it's totally safe. We can give him some of our food, and then we mix it up with his food. And he eats it just fine. Just fine. His clothes, $2, $2.99 at Ross. He only has maybe like a couple of 3 shirts, and that's about it. Let me show him. Come here, Peanut. Come here, Papa. Come here. They want to see you. They want to see my baby boy. They want to see my baby boy. They want to see my baby boy. See this? This dog was free, okay? And he knows how to use the restroom. He is almost, I want to say, 8 months. He's a Chihuahua mix with Dachshund. So, and he was completely free. One of the people that live in my apartment complexes, she told me that there was a guy was getting rid of the puppies, and I named him Peanut because of his coat. You know, he has brown and white, and he has a little shirt. It says "Sweetheart." I bought it at Ross for $2.99. That is cheap. And this is my baby. He is very, very sweet. He loves mama. He's a mama boy. So when I got him, and then my parents keep bugging me, it's like, remember you asked me for another grandkid? Well, here you go. He's available on weekends. If you want to take care of him, he's available on weekends. And they start laughing, and I'm like, he's so cute, but we want an actually kid. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. You're not going to get that from me. Ask my brother. And my brother says the same thing. It's like, ask my sister. Just keep good. Ask my sister. Ask your son. You have another son. But no, he has 2 and I have 1. I am completely fine. Completely fine. Do I want another kid? Do I think kids are cute? Babies are cute? Absolutely. Absolutely think they are adorable. But when I have baby fever and then I see a baby and it's like, oh, it's so cute. You know, play with them a little bit. Return it back to the sender. Because that ain't mine. That is not mine. I'm sorry. It's cute. It's adorable. Thanks so much for letting me play with your child. Okay, you can have it back. But me, another kid coming out of me, no. And me and Kevin have talked about it, and we both agree. Why are we going to bring another kid and we're not going to be able? We can barely afford ourselves. And let's be honest, we're not going to be able to afford it. And I am fine. I am completely fine. And then let me hear you this. Let me tell you this. A lot of young folks. Because in my job, there's a lot of young folks. And I have asked them, it's like, oh, when are you gonna get married? When are you? They're all single. They don't want no type of commitment, they don't want to get married, no nothing. They just, go out there, have a little fun, and then just go back to their lives. And then they don't want nothing. This generation, I don't know what's gonna happen, but nobody wants nothing serious. And I am so glad that I have somebody that supports me, and then I support him as well, and then we're there for each other. Anything goes bad, like, we know that we're gonna be there for each other, and we're fully committed to each other. And we've been together for 12 years. And then I keep telling other young folks, hi, hello, y'all can say hello to each other and connect with each other, okay? And I keep telling them, like, you should consider yourself, finding yourself a good partner, because it's not, I get it, because of the economy. They're afraid that they're not going to be able to. Peanut, he likes to bark when there's people outside of my porch. So get some lemonade.
Wow.
Get a cup. There's cups. Or you want to throw that? No?
No, I don't know how to open the lemonade. That's the problem.
Okay. Over there? The cup? It's over there in the... There's no cups. Let me see. Right here.
Oh,
There we go. So,
I can't do it. I don't know how to open
what do you mean you don't know how to open it, boy?
To open. It's really hard to open.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here. Come on.
Yeah. You in a live stream? Oh.
Go. Okay. Like I was saying, nobody wants nothing. Nobody wants nothing. I try to convince people to have something serious. There's still hope for young folks. You just have to be patient. And it's because people don't have patience, don't have, that how it was before, like how to get, a girl, how to, be romantic and stuff like that. Now they just want to get done. That's it. Let's move on. Where's the excitement in dating? Where's the you don't take no birth control? No, I don't take. There's a reason why I don't take birth control, because my sister-in-law was taking birth control. She gained a lot of weight, and it messes with your hormones. So I don't take anything, and I have my gynecologist, and I have talked to him about either what are my options, and then all of those messes up with your hormones, and I don't want that, because I'm in my 30s. And then I don't feel like messing up with anything like that, Totalmente. I am lucky to say that I will have help in case it goes down that road. I know my brother will have my back, and I know Kevin, his brother, will have our backs. And then my parents have the huge house in case. They always be telling us, like, in case something bad happened, y'all don't have to worry, we can figure it out. You guys have us, and y'all can come live with us in the meantime, before like in case things do get that bad. We know that they have our backs. And then it's just, we think that as a last resource. We don't go by that. We tried the best we can to make sure we stay in our feet, and we keep all our bills paid, and we keep food in our table. We have a roof over our heads, and we just keep on, we just don't give up like that. I mean, some people do give up and then go with the easy stuff, and that's not okay. You have to really try in order to make things work. You have to really try. You can just give up and then just be like, oh, this person's gonna get me if something happens. You can just rely on that. You really have to try yourself, and then if it doesn't work out, then you know that there's gonna be somebody out there helping you in the meantime, so you to get back up on your feet, not to keep relying on that. You have to have a mentality, every day, like you can just be like, oh, well, this person can help me out, or this person can help me out. You gotta know that what you gotta do, you gotta do it. God sees everything, sees you that you're a hard worker, sees you that you're a good parent, sees you that you are trying your very best, and he's gonna bless you. He's gonna keep blessing you, no matter how hard it gets out there, no matter how bad things get. He's gonna hold you. He's gonna hold you tight. Not tight enough to send you to the hospital, but tight enough for you to, hey, we're gonna yes, we're gonna get this together. We're gonna get it done, and we're gonna do what we gotta do to stay on our feet, because we're not gonna give up just like that. And that's what I do. That's what I have, that mentality. Like, I know I have help, but I'm not gonna rely on that, because I am a mom, I am a wife. and I have to provide and I have to make the example, because your kid's gonna see everything that you do. They're gonna literally do copy and paste. And if you do everything to make sure they are doing good by your side, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna return that to you whenever you're old, whenever you're very, very old. Because I'm gonna get old. I'm gonna get old wrinkly. I'm gonna get who knows, I probably get Alzheimer's when I get old, and I'm probably gonna get, you don't know what's the future ahead of you. You might be rich, you might get you might lose your job, you might do this, you might do that, but you can't predict what's gonna happen to you in the future. So you always gotta have a plan B. Always gotta think ahead. What's gonna happen if this happens? Always gotta think that. Then if that doesn't work out, then try another thing. Because me and Kevin have the same mentality, like that if something doesn't happen the way we want it, we're gonna go with this option. So we have this option and this option. If this doesn't work out, we're gonna go with this option. And if this option doesn't work out, we're gonna think of something to make sure this option works out. And it's so and so like that. So yes, so always do your very, very, very best, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be blessed. They're gonna be blessed. Your kid's gonna be blessed. And guess what? They're gonna return that favor to you when you're very, very, very old, because you provide the very best that you can to make sure they had food on their table, a roof over their heads, a career, to make sure that they did the best they could to achieve what they wanted to do in life. And then guess what? You're gonna feel very happy because you did that. So yeah, es difícil para quienes terminan teniendo que volver con sus padres. Yeah, it happens. You're very right, proud mixed child. People do get to that situation, and I have thought about that. Like like I will feel like how do I say this, like a failure, but then I know that I did the very best I could to work it out. But I know that I can go back in my feet while I'm there. But don't just stay there and then just be a lazy bone, always, how do I say this? I guess always try to do good, like just people give up so easily. I feel like they give up so easily. And that's what's happening with a lot of people. Because a lot of young folks don't work, don't have jobs. They just be at home doing nothing, honestly. So, man. I was talking too much and I didn't realize my food was getting cold. My dog is running like he's crazy. So again, yes, don't rely on anybody, make sure that you are doing everything. There's a link to my video of a kid talk. Okay, I'll watch it. I will watch it. Where's my YouTube? I need to see something. Right here. A lot of premium car loaners are defaulting on their debt. Car loaners? What do you mean? Defaulting on their debt? Like, renew now? No, I'll pass this time. Is this mine? View channel, okay. I gotta head out. Stay safe and blessed. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, Promise Child. And you can save it for later. It's long. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Go to channel activity. How do I'm trying to click on it. I can't click on it. Like, for example, I work at a dealership. And a lot of people that go to my dealership, a lot of people have, a lot of people have bad credit. And they are trying to get a car, a brand new car. And they come to my dealership thinking that they're going to walk out with a 2026 car with a $300 car payment with no down payment. With a $350 or $400 credit score. I'm not a salesperson. I'm just a receptionist. But I see things, and then the salespeople, they get basically stressed out because that is no way. No dealership is gonna give you that offer. No dealership. With that credit score, no down payment, and then when they look at their stuff, their credit report or credit history, whatever, that they have bought other vehicles at different places, and they have repo on their account. How are they gonna get a brand new car? And then on top of that, we have in our lot at least 5 repo cars that we have taken away from the customers. Why? Because they don't keep up with their payments. They get so excited. They help them so much in order for them to get a car, and they end up with them for like 3 months, and they end up getting repo. Do you think used EVs are good deals? Don't ask me about cars. I don't know nothing about cars. Like, I just, based on what the salespeople, they tell me, like their experiences, I don't think electric cars are a good option. But I could be wrong. I'm always gonna be a gasoline consumer, I guess. I have a 2019 Toyota 4Runner. It's white. I bought that truck 3 years ago. It just reached 100,000 miles. I bought it with 60 something miles on it from CarMax. Now, keep in mind, this was 3 years ago. The rates right now for buying a vehicle, how it was 3 years ago, is not the same. It is not the same. It is going to flip your head. Like, it's gonna flip it so high, like you're gonna be like, whoa. And that's not just for cars, for housing too. Try to get on the market buying a house in this year. Yeah, crazy. That's why we're still in apartments, because it's not just buying a house. You have to maintain it because there's so many laws for owning just a house. It's not just, like, oh, we buy the house, it's mine. It's not technically yours. You're paying taxes at the end of the year for the house, for owning your own house. And then you have to keep it at a certain level because you're gonna get taxed because these people, they keep up how you're maintaining your house. And you get fees for this, for that, or you get a penalty for this and that and that. So what's the point of owning a house? Like, you get no type of freedom. So that's why we're still in apartments, because HOA. My brother has that, and he pays for that. And I'm sorry, but he says he might tell me that he has the best house in the world, but all these fees add up. They just keep adding up. And then the advantage of having a apartment, something happens to the apartment, you let know the landlord or the people in charge of the apartments, and they have to maintain it because we are paying them to maintain your apartment because you're paying them rent. Now, my apartment is 2-bedroom. I have all bills paid. I have a washer and dryer, water, electricity. It's all included in my rent monthly payment. We paid about $11.50 for all together. And now my room, me and Kevin's room, it is huge. It's like 2 rooms in one. And then Cohen has his room, and we have a pretty good sized living room. We have about 3 TVs. The lights, sometimes we leave them on, and our bill doesn't go higher. We always pay $11.50 monthly, and it doesn't go up. So if you're asking me, would I rather have an apartment or a house in this economy, I'm gonna say in this apartment. Yes. Now, is it nice to have a house? Yes it is, because you have more maybe flexibility, so you can do certain things, but you can still do other certain things, but you have some type of what's it called, how would I say this, you have some type of freedom, I say, because you still have to maintain it, because if you don't maintain it, you get a penalty from these people. So depending on the area too. So everything has a cable, or it's like a chain. You get this, you have to report it to this. You have this, you have to report it to this. You have this, you report it to this. It's a no-ending cycle, I guess. I have noticed some houses turning into churches in my neighborhood. Do you think it's for taxes? Man, now hear me out. Now we're going into churches, but okay. I don't go to church. Why? I have people, my family members, folks, that they go to church. They love church. They are every weekend, and 2 days out of the week, they go to church because, in my opinion, I don't think going to church is going to change you. It might make you feel good, but some people might feel good going to church. Why are you giving him the pickles?
I don't like the pickles.
Okay, throw them in the trash. You could have given them to me. What do you need?
I think I just want to show them these.
No. I'm talking about adult stuff. Go. I'm almost done.
But I want to show
Mm-mm.
them.
No. Go. Now. Get in your room. Go on. Turn on the TV or something.
I am.
Now, where were we? Hurry up. My dog listens to anything outside and he likes to bark. I don't believe in going to church. I don't think going to church is gonna change you. And you know, I believe in God. I am a huge believer in God. I have a Bible and I have a little bit of book that it's for devotions daily that I use. And I don't think going to church is that big of a deal, because let's be honest, you are paying these people for them to buy more stuff or to keep it.
Stop, Peanut. Stop. Peanut, stop. Put the pickles inside your bucket. There you go.
Come on, go in.
Just talk. There you go.
Where's your phone?
It's over there.
So no, I would rather just stay home, read the Bible, and then if I don't understand something, I Google it or I ChatGPT it. Now, ChatGPT has become a really good resource for my life, for my daily life, for anything. I have a question. I just be questioning ChatGPT. And I feel like everybody in this generation is using ChatGPT for anything, because I know I am. It has helped me for anything. So going to church is not gonna work for me, because you end up paying people and they don't use it for a good cause. I have heard so many stories of people not knowing how to properly use the money that they get from people that go to church. So no, you would not see me at a church. I would rather use that money to feed myself, knowing that it's for a good cause and not for something. Let's be honest. What do they do with the money? You see the priest or the pastors, all of a sudden have new cars. All of a sudden they get nice things. And then you ask yourself that question. Where do they get this money? From every Sunday that we go to church and they ask for money to provide for the for God. They call it all for a good cause and this and that, and they preach for that, and I'm just like, you're lying. You're not gonna lie to me. You're not gonna lie to me right in front of me. Because when I used to be a little kid, my mom used to take me to church every Sunday, and I will see my mom every time we go to church pull out $5, pull out $10, $20. The most I've seen my mom probably $30. Oh, it's for a good cause. It's for this and it's for that. I learned that the hard way. And I don't think my mom goes to church anymore, because she knows that it's not technically for a good cause. It's for them. They keep that money, and it's not right. They should at least use that money for people that are in need, like maybe for a charity, maybe for homeless people, maybe for something that, you know, it's gonna be a good cause, not for something that you're gonna end up seeing them in a brand new Mercedes in a brand new Rolex. They're trying to just brag about all this stuff, and they show up with fancy cars, fancy clothes, fancy jewelry, fancy remodeling their houses all of a sudden, or they bought a brand new house, and then you're like, okay, try to ask them, what do you use this money for? That's what I me and Kevin, it's a big no. It's a big no. We have a really fancy church. It's called Lakewood Church. A lot of people go to. It's like top notch. It's like, it doesn't even look like a church. It just says Lakewood Church. Fancy, like whenever you see it, it's in a fancy neighborhood. It's when you pass by it, it has really nice what is it, like a yard, or like, you know, fancy, like they have really nice plants. And when you enter, it's like really big, a lot of seats. It's a lot of seats, and they have all these big TVs and nice lights. And then, I mean, it looks nice. We've been there. We never gave anything, like no money, no nothing, but we went there just to experience it. We went there once or maybe twice, but no more than that. And after that, we looked at each other, me and Kevin, like, these people are getting fooled. I'm like, what do you mean they're getting fooled? All these people are getting fooled. They're not paying to be in you know, like for God and all of this. These people are getting fooled. They're paying them to maintain this building. Look how fancy it is. The priest that performs in that church, Joel Histine, I think that's his name. That guy has been in the news for something. I can't remember for what it was, but they are not what is it called? They are just rich people trying to fool people to spend their money on something that they are gonna, at the end of the day, it's gonna be not gonna be worth it. To be honest, it's not worth it. So just don't spend your money at some places that you know you could have used that money for something good, or invested or something that it's gonna grow it, not throw it, you know. So I hope this lesson or this talk teaches you something in life. Don't overspend your money at places that they're not going to do anything good to you, or they're not going to return anything back to you, or they're not going to, it's not going to do anything. It's just buy yourself a lunch. How about that? That's something, you know, something. That's something. I would say something. But no, you will not see me spending my money at those kind of places. I have my Bible at home. I can read it. I can acknowledge it. Ask ChatGPT if I have any questions, and then move on. If I need to talk to God, I can just straight up talk to him from the comfort of my house. Why do I have to go to a place and then talk to him? I can just do it in the comfort of my house. And now I can't do anything about the prices about food. That's out of my control. Just grab what you need and try to make it last. In cars, if you really need to get a car, don't get it in payments, because it's gonna F you up. Now everybody has different religions, Eduardo. Everybody has different religions. I just know that there's a God out there for everybody, and I don't need to go to church. There's places that you can visit for free. Like Italy has places that you can visit and not necessarily need to, like, you know, too much. You know, you don't have to give money. You just admire it. And you know, just go to places that you know it's worth your money. So that's all I gotta say. Food, I can't do nothing about food. It's just gonna keep going. You gotta feed. You gotta eat. You gotta feed your family. You gotta feed your pet if you have a pet. A car, transportation. If you're gonna buy a car, don't buy it in payments, because it's a bad year to buy a car. Don't get a house either, because it's high rocket. The rates are just gonna keep going higher and higher. And same for cars. If you're gonna buy a car, buy it from Craigslist, or I think it's Craigslist, and just look for something cheap, something affordable, low mileage. Look at their history report. Some of them have a history report. Buy it from owner to owner, maybe from your neighborhood, maybe from your where you from. Try to look, and then don't go by how it looks on the outside. You know, just make sure that the car is in good condition, inside, outside, and you know, do your research. Don't just go out there and just buy whatever you see. No, do your research before you purchase it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up maintaining it, because it's a used car. That's the disadvantage of buying a pre-owned car too. But other than that, then you'll be fine. You'll be fine, I promise you. And well, I guess I'm gonna let you guys go for today. I am glad we had this talk, and yeah, don't overspend your money, okay? Because things are gonna get either more bad or stay the same. So stay safe, stay blessed, stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble, because people are crazy. People are crazy out there, okay? So yes, Toyota, Honda, Subaru, it's also Japanese, Mazda too. Do not buy Nissan. Do not buy Ram. Do not buy Jeep. Do not buy Hyundai. Do not buy Kia. All of those cars are garbage. Garbage. Honda, Toyota, Subaru, and Mazda. Those top 4, okay? But yeah, stay safe, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.